The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from the gymnasium, the main gym at Des Moines North High School. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Carmen Pratt, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's a Friday night in the Iowa Alliance Conference as your Ottumwa girls and boys take on the Polar Bears of North High School. Girls game, of course, is first, and the boys game to follow. Your Ottumwa girls off to a good start. They come in at 3-1. They've won 3 in a row. Head coach Joe Vandenberg, of course, in his 4th season. The Bulldogs have enjoyed a 5-day break between games after a successful back-to-back weekend swing last weekend where they held both Hoover and then Fairfield to just 19 points apiece. The offense started off slow in both games but picked up momentum as the contests went along. 2 stats in particular stand out in the midst of this 3-game winning streak. First, OHS is pulling down an amazing 38.5 rebounds per game, even though they're number 2 and number 3 rebounders. That would be Camden Krause and Riley Heinbaugh, are 5'6" and 5'5" respectively. Second, after averaging nearly 26 turnovers a game last year, Ottumwa is giving it up less than 13 times per contest so far this season, and cutting your turnovers in half is a huge step towards a successful campaign. Now, both rebounding and ball security will be tested tonight on the road against a ranked team that has a definite size advantage. That team, of course, the Class 5A number 14 Des Moines North Polar Bears, they are 3-1 on the season as well under their head coach Haywood Boston. And we've spent the past few seasons every time we play North waxing poetic about the job Coach Boston has done here at North, but nothing tells the story more accurately than the ranking, number 14, in front of the North name this season. As recently as 4 years ago, 3 wins was the absolute ceiling for this program. Now, talented guard Lafina Campbell was the initial catalyst for North's rebirth, and she has graduated, but the talent level here for the Polar Bears is even higher now. Sophomore post player Amani Jenkins scores nearly 17 a game and averages a double-double, while senior swing player Elizabeth Poot scores over 12 a contest. Both are over 6 feet tall as well, and that puts OHS at a height disadvantage tonight. North also added transfer guard Tasia Young, who last year was Des Moines Hoover's leading scorer. The Polar Bears already own a win over preseason division favorite Roosevelt, beat them last week 47-40, and of course Roosevelt went to the state tournament a year ago, so that was an upset win for North, and right now they are atop the pecking order of the Iowa Alliance Conference South Division. Now, Ottumwa could change that, or they could pull an upset of their own tonight, but this will be a tough test against a North team that dominated them twice 1 year ago. In fact, coming up after this 3-minute timeout, we'll talk about those 2 meetings between Ottumwa and North last year. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. A Friday night in Iowa Alliance Conference action. The Bulldogs up in the capital city to take on Des Moines North. Now, the last time these two teams met was in January of this calendar year, last school year, of course. The Bulldogs and Polar Bears met at both the beginning and the end of January, and the margins in both girls' games were similar, with North winning 55-26 in the first meeting and 42-18 in the second. The Bulldog freshmen were overwhelmed by the Polar Bears' size in both games, suffering a scoreless first quarter in the first meeting and an empty second quarter the second time around. About the only thing Ottumwa did well in both games was rebound, including a +9 in that category in that second meeting. Going back to the 2008-2009 season, Ottumwa leads this series 20-7. OHS had a 19-game winning streak in the series snapped in December 3 years ago. The Bulldogs won the rematch later that year, but now North has won 5 in a row, including a playoff game a couple of years ago. How is the rest of the Iowa Alliance Conference set up for tonight? Well, you've got other games between South Division opponents and other games between North Division opponents. Hoover is on the south side of Des Moines at Lincoln tonight. Des Moines East makes the short trek across I-235 to take on Des Moines Roosevelt. In the North Division of the Iowa Alliance Conference, Waterloo East travels to Fort Dodge. Mason City is at Marshalltown. And in the only non-conference matchup, Ames is playing host to Ankeny, and those are all girls-boys matchups. Still about 9 minutes or so until our opening tip, so we'll take another 3-minute timeout here on the Bulldog pregame show. When we come back, we'll break down the tale of the tape between Ottumwa and Des Moines North for our girls matchup tonight. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Hi, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. We specialize in geriatrics, internal medicine, family practice, and we see patients of all ages. We have an entire pediatrics team ready to serve you year-round. We also have quick care walk-in available Monday through Friday from 7 to 5. From babies to grandparents and everything in between, we are here for you at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We're in the capital city here in Des Moines tonight. Ottumwa taking on Des Moines North in a girls-boys Iowa Alliance Conference doubleheader. Now the tail of the tape, stat breakdown between Ottumwa and North here in the early going. Both teams are 3-1. The Bulldogs are averaging 41.8 points per game, North averaging 48.5. Ottumwa's been very good defensively, only giving up 26.5 points a game, although admittedly they haven't played anybody as talented as North. The Polar Bears allow 43.8 points per game, although that should come with a caveat, as I'm trying to bring up a page I just had here on the browser here, looking up their first opponent. I want to make sure I get it right. They played a very tough season opener. I'm trying to remember if it was Ankeny High or Ankeny Centennial. It was Centennial. They lost that game 66-26. Then they had the 47-40 win over Roosevelt. They beat Grandview Christian 62-44, then took apart Marshalltown on Tuesday 59-25. Marshalltown really the only kind of down program that they've played, which is why they're allowing more points per game than you might expect. Ottumwa surprisingly has been a better rebounding team this year. Bulldogs pulling down 38.5 boards per game. North, with all their size, 29.8. Assists per game, Ottumwa's dishing out 11 per game, North 7.3. That's a little bit surprising. The big number for Ottumwa this year, and hopefully that stays true going forward, turnovers per game. Ottumwa's got that down to 12.8. Again, they had about 26 a game last year. North is turning it over more than they would like, 15.8 turnovers per game. Neither team shot the ball all that well. Ottumwa was only shooting 28% from the field, North just under 36%. Neither team all that good from three-point range. Ottumwa about 20.5% from beyond the three-point line, North at 23%. Bulldogs have really struggled at the free throw line, just 41%. North is okay there at 67%. They make 2 out of their 3 free throws, it seems. So you put North at the line, they're more likely than not to knock it down. Haven't been able to say the same for Ottumwa yet this season. Hopefully that will improve as the season goes along. Got about 3 minutes until they do starting lineups, so we'll take a 3-minute timeout and return with those lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Ottumwa and Des Moines North getting ready for our girls game, boys game to follow. Let's check the starting lineups first for Ottumwa, the visitors tonight, of course. In the backcourt, the point guard, 5'6" sophomore Camden Krause, averaging 11.8 points and 6.3 rebounds per game. Joined in the backcourt by 5'5" sophomore Riley Heinbaugh, 2.8 points and 6 rebounds a game. The third guard for Ottumwa is 5'7" sophomore Briley Yeager, 6.7 points, 5.7 rebounds per game. Then up front for Ottumwa, 5'9" sophomore Hunter Caldwell, 6.5 points and 7 rebounds a game. And 5'8" sophomore Nellie Morgan, 5.5 points and 4 rebounds per game. As for Des Moines North, their starting lineup. In the backcourt, 5'3" senior Tasia Young, 5.3 points, 4.3 rebounds a game for the Hoover transfer. Also in the backcourt, 5' senior Nia Say, 7.3 points and 2.3 rebounds per game. And then a tall front court for Des Moines North. 6'2" senior Elizabeth Poot, 12.5 points and 4.3 rebounds per game. Their big star is 6'1" sophomore Amani Jenkins, 16.8 points and 12.3 rebounds per game. And then the fifth starter, 5'8" junior Nyakan Malawal, averaging 4.5 points and 2.8 rebounds per game. Ottumwa wearing the red road jerseys, white trim on the collar, white script lettering Ottumwa across the front, white numbers front and back, white trim on the sides of the red shorts. North with home white jerseys. They've got dark green trim on the collar, green numbers trimmed, green lettering North and trimmed in pink on the front, green numbers trimmed in pink front and back, green and pink trim on the white shorts. Time after the national anthem, 90 seconds, and we're back for the opening tip on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Des Moines North. Andy Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Hunter Caldwell for Ottumwa. Amani Jenkins for North, about to jump this one up. A couple of sophomores in that center circle. The tip controlled by the Polar Bears. They move it right to left in the opening half. Ottumwa picks up man-to-man. Ball goes right side to Tasia Young. She'll try a quick three from the right wing. No good. And the rebound underneath, knocked out of bounds by North. It'll belong to Ottumwa. And we have a whistle here, and I think they're, okay, first off, the possession arrow on the scores table is not on either way. And now they get that turned on. Now they're going to need to reset the shot clock, which they haven't done yet. Nobody's noticed. Now they reset it. Inbound to Kraus. They press, and the pass across the timeline is too long, but Heinbaugh runs it down, but then she travels with it, unable to stop. She's got to take a dribble there. And back the other way will come North. It'll be Nyla Say to bring in the front court. Left wing pass. Now quick lob in to Amani Jenkins. Jenkins double teamed in the post. Pass across, and the layup is good for Nyakan Malawal, and North leads 2-0. Now backcourt zone pressure. Riley Yeager right side to Kraus. Kraus across the timeline to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh up ahead to Caldwell down the left side of the lane. Knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa as Nyla Say knocked it away. Kraus will throw the inbounds pass as Coach Vandenberg calls out the inbounds play from the sideline. Kraus, a lob up top for Heinbaugh, left side. Back in the corner for Kraus. Dribbles, had it knocked out of her hands, and a steal by Say. Racing into the front court. Lob it left side for Jenkins, and a whistle, she traveled. Good defensive pressure there. Good hustle back by Heinbaugh, even though she's given up about 8 inches there. Heinbaugh 5'5", Jenkins 6'1". Now Yeager to inbound, goes left side to Kraus against pressure, right back to Briley. Goes back left to Kraus. Kraus to the center, got 4 to get it across. Still in the backcourt, got to go. Gets it across the timeline, bounce it left side. Yeager runs it down, goes to the elbow for Caldwell. Caldwell skip pass right wing to Heinbaugh, fakes a shot. Throw it up top to Yeager. Yeager trying to penetrate, cut off, kick it out to Kraus. North in a 2-3 zone. Bulldogs reset. 10 on the shot clock. Left to Yeager. Penetrates, puts up a tough runner. Got it to go. A running hook in the lane by Briley Yeager, and we're tied at 2. Minute and a half gone first quarter. Say into the front court. Volleyball line. Throw it left side for Young. Lob into the lane. Across the lane. Caught by Jenkins. Turnaround shot. Count it and the foul. Well, you cannot let Jenkins catch it that deep in the post or you're going to give up a bucket virtually every time. And I'm not sure who they called the foul on because the ref said 32 and there is no 32. The free throw is good by Jenkins and it's 5-2 North. And they give the foul to Caldwell eventually, and on the inbounds pass, Say knocks it out of bounds. Ottumwa's going to have to do it again. And the official initially signaled 32, and the scorer's table's like, we don't have a 32. Kraus back to Yeager. Lob it left side, knocked away out of bounds. As Elizabeth Poot got a hand in the passing lane. Ottumwa will inbound from the far side. And firing into the front court, that's Nellie Morgan who catches it, drives baseline, had it knocked out of her hands by Jenkins and out of bounds. Ottumwa's got to be a little stronger securing the basketball. Had it knocked away a few times. 6-12 first quarter, Bulldogs down 5-2. Riley trying to get it in. Goes underneath to Morgan. Her shot blocked by Poot. Ball ricochets to Say. Fires back up ahead to Poot down the lane. Collision, offensive foul as Camden Kraus got in there and drew the charge. Elizabeth Poot with her first foul of the half on the Polar Bears. Once again sets up that, it's like a 2-1-2 zone press. Inbound right side for Kraus. Back to Yeager, across the timeline left side to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh lob underneath, tough catch by Morgan, too far into the basket to shoot, backs up on a dribble, kick it to the corner, Kraus rescues, out on the wing to Yeager. Riley into the high post for Caldwell, pivots, right wing to Kraus, to Yeager. Yeager will try a three, off the rim no, and Poot will run down the rebound in the corner. Dogs down 3, Polar Bears with the ball. Right wing is Young, back to Poot, up top on the dribble, backs up to the volleyball line, picked up by Yeager. Crossover dribble, goes right side, kicking on the wing to Young, up top to Jenkins. Crossover free throw line, kick it left wing to Say, who launches a 3 and hits it. Nyla Say, only 25% from three-point range on the year, but she hits that one, and North is up 8-2. Yeager left side, now to the center. Lob it right side for Kraus across the timeline. Double team comes, but she controls and gets it back up top to Yeager in the midcourt circle. Back right side to Kraus. Fakes a 3, lets the defender go by, launches the 3, back iron no. And skying in for the rebound was Yeager, knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa. 5:04 to go opening quarter. Sub for the Bulldogs, Olivia Corum, the senior, checks in, replacing Nellie Morgan. So Ottumwa will go with a 4-guard lineup for now. Yeager looking to inbound. Goes left corner for Heinbaugh, shot fake, kick it up top to Corum, right wing to Kraus. Towards the corner, Yeager, baseline drive, poked out of her hands by Jenkins and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 4:57 opening quarter. Ottumwa trailing early, 8-2. Riley will inbound again. Looking underneath. Now goes right corner. Kraus, a shot fake. Penetrates, puts up a runner. In and out, no good. Rebound tapped out. Kraus recovers it. Gets it up top to Corum. Left side for Heinbaugh. Shot fake. Dribble in. Tried to feed the post for Caldwell. Ball knocked loose and picked up by North. Here comes Elizabeth Poot. Fires it up ahead right side for Say, the point guard. Skip it left wing. And the long two-point jumper is no good. The rebound by Jenkins, and she lost it out of bounds after the miss by Nyakan Malawal. 4:34 to go first quarter. Ottumwa down 8-2. Ottumwa, as was the case last year, finding it hard to get open shots against this long, athletic North defense. Into the front court left side for Heinbaugh. Throws it back behind her to Yeager, up top to Corum. Right wing to Kraus. Camden Kraus, guarded by Say in that zone. Up top down to Heinbaugh at the volleyball line. Dribbles left wing, hands it off to Corum. Corum back up top, fakes a pass right, now goes back left. Heinbaugh's open for 3. In and out, no good. Corum the rebound in the lane. The putback off the rim, no. And Jenkins has the rebound over everybody. The 6'1" sophomore racing into the front court on a dribble. Slows it down, gets it to Poot behind the volleyball line. Right wing to Young. Lob it in the lane for Jenkins, who split the double team and drew the foul. She'll shoot 2. Let's see who this one is on. And that'll be the second one on Hunter Caldwell. So Ottumwa's got 2 team fouls. They're both on Hunter, and that will get Nellie Morgan back into the game after this first free throw. Amani Jenkins, a 90% free throw shooter on the young season, and there's the announcer jinx. She missed that one after making her first one tonight. Both Nellie Morgan and Maya Fuller have checked in for Ottumwa. First time we've seen Maya tonight. Caldwell and Heinbaugh sit. One more free throw for Jenkins, 3:55 first quarter. It's up, and she knocks that one down. She's got 4 points, and North leads at 9-2. They haven't added the point on the scoreboard yet. Kraus picked up her dribble right side, throws it on the wing to Corum. Down to the baseline, Morgan. Nellie back to the wing for Corum. Now back up high for Yeager. Picked up her dribble, goes in high post to Fuller. Kick it out left wing, Kraus for 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Nellie Morgan outside the left block. Kicks it to the corner for Fuller. Boy, Morgan could have spun to the basket right around Jenkins and didn't feel it. Up top to Corum at the volleyball line. Left side for Kraus. Down to the baseline, Morgan. Nothing underneath. Gets it out to Corum for Kraus for a 3, pardon me. It's no good, and the rebound to North. Here comes Say into the front court. Cross the lane, kick it right wing. Tasia Young will try a 3. Too strong. Rebound tapped out, and Yeager has it. A good box out on Poot. Riley into the front court. Throw it left side for Kraus. Kraus throws it behind her to Corum at the volleyball line, dead center of the court. Back left side up high to Kraus. Back up top to Yeager. Into the high post, Fuller. Skip it underneath the low block for Morgan. Trying to go up against Jenkins and had her shot blocked. And they'll say that Morgan was in the... Now, wait a minute. You can't have a 3-second violation once a shot goes up. The shot, it ends the possession and it's a loose ball. So I don't know how you can have the block shot and then call 3 seconds. I think that's what Coach Vandenberg's asking the other ref, is that once that shot is blocked, the possession's over and there's no more 3-second violation. So I don't get that call. 2:30 to go first quarter. Left wing, and it's in the hands of Malawal. And North throws it away, try to go right side for Young, and it's out of bounds. North 9, Ottumwa 2. Ottumwa's doing a decent job defensively, but the Bulldogs just can't seem to find any offense. Say waits for Kraus at midcourt. Ball goes left side for Yeager, in the corner for Fuller. Fuller to a cutting Corum, went through her hands. Jenkins has it. Fuller trying to slow her down and does. Jenkins into the front court. Now attacks right side. Puts up a runner in, out, and back in. Amani Jenkins has 6, and North leads 11-2. Across the timeline is Kraus. Goes around to Morgan, pick to the left. Picked up her dribble, gets it on the wing to Yeager. Yeager attacks with the right hand, spins away from Jenkins, puts up a runner, and she's fouled. And Briley Yeager will shoot 2 as Elizabeth Poot is called for her second foul. So each team only has 2 fouls, and for each team, they're both on the same player. For Ottumwa, it's Hunter Caldwell who's sitting on the bench, and for North, it's Elizabeth Poot, who averages 12.5 points a game, but hasn't scored tonight. Yeager at the line shooting 2. First one up, and too strong off the back iron. Substitution for North as Poot will sit, and coming in is Trudy Ermach, a 6'2" senior. Yeager only 28% from the line on the season, missed the first one. Boy, Ottumwa's really struggled in the early going from the charity stripe. Second one way off, and the rebound to Jenkins. Say into the front court, throw it right side for Young. Skip pass left side for Malawal to the left wing, save for 3, no good, and the rebound underneath to Kraus. Dogs want to push tempo before North can set up. Kraus down the lane, lost the dribble. Jenkins picks up the loose ball. Ottumwa hustling back. They've got 3 back, and Jenkins gets it up top to Say. Nyla Say, left side, and a 3 on the way by Malawal, no good, and a good rebound by Nellie Morgan. Now Kraus into the front court. Skip it left side, tough catch Fuller. Feeds it underneath to a cutting Morgan, lay it up, no, but she's fouled, and Nellie will shoot 2. Good transition for Ottumwa that time. Great pass by Fuller, great cut by Morgan, and she'll go to the line. The foul is on Nyakan Malawal, her first, team foul number 3. 1:06 to go in the quarter. Nellie's first free throw is good. Morgan came in at just 31%, but she knocks that one down. Her first point, 11-3. One more free throw for the 5'8" sophomore. Puts it up and gets the roll. 2 for 2 that trip. That's good for Ottumwa. 11-4. Lead cut to 7. Say crosses the timeline with a minute to go in the quarter. Left side to Malawal. Back to Say. Left corner for Mock. Drives baseline, cut off. Kick it out on the wing to Malawal. Skip it right side for Young. Ottumwa trying to face guard Jenkins here. Ball goes up top to Say. Yeager just staying right in the shirt of Jenkins. A 3 on the way by Young, no good, and a weak side rebound to Olivia Corum. Corum racing into the front court, 35 seconds to go. Goes baseline for Kraus, underneath to Morgan. Pivots, puts up the tough runner, no good. Rebound contested. It's out of bounds, and they'll say it belongs to North as Morgan was trying to get it back from Tasia Young. 26.8 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock turned off. I think Nellie might have been better served on that post move to dribble it once and get a better angle. Say trying to drive, kick it out on the wing to Malawal, into the corner for Mock, back on the wing to Say. North can hold for one if they want to. They go underneath for Jenkins. She lost it, tried to save it, and went right to Kraus. Camden into the front court, and there's a reach-in foul called on Nyla Say. Her first, team foul number 4. And Ottumwa's got 9.3 seconds here to set something up. Trailing 11-4. It'd be big for momentum to get a bucket here at the end of the quarter. Inbound right corner for Kraus. Underneath to an open Morgan. Put it up. No. Rebound tapped out. Morgan's got it in the corner. They got 3 seconds to Fuller. Shot fake. Steps into a 3 at the buzzer. No. Dogs down 11-4. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
About to start the second quarter in our girls' game tonight. Ottumwa trailing on the road here at Des Moines North 11-4. Hunter Caldwell has come back in the game, as has Riley Heinbaugh for Ottumwa, so the starting 5 back out on the floor. Riley Yeager inbound to the left corner for Camden Kraus. Kraus goes a back up high on the left to Yeager. Goes back on the wing to Kraus. Kraus dribbles up top, finds Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh curls left. Down underneath, tried to fire it across the lane to Caldwell, missed, and the loose ball picked up by North. Nyla Say to the front court. Heinbaugh stumbles down, ball goes right wing to Young. 3 on the way is an air ball. It's saved by North, but tapped only to Yeager. And here comes Bradley the other way. 4 on 3, but Ottumwa doesn't have advantage here, so they kick it right side to Kraus. Kraus picked up her dribble, goes down to the baseline for Morgan. Morgan looking underneath for Caldwell, and the pass went through everybody's legs, and it's out of bounds off of the foot of Imani Jenkins. That went through both Caldwell and Jenkins' legs. It hit Jenkins' heel and went out of bounds on the baseline. 7:19 second quarter. Riley trying to get it in, trying to get Heinbaugh to go to the corner. Now they allow it up top to Morgan. Swinging it across to Caldwell. Left side back to Yeager. Shot fake and a drive. Jumper in the lane. Left it short. Rebound tapped out. Yeager fighting for it. Can't save it. It goes out of bounds into the north bench. Someone just can't get a shot to fall right now. They've only made 1 field goal. They've also hit 2 free throws. Into the front court is Say. Trying to drive on Heinbach, kick it on the wing. Young will try another three. Airballed the last one. That one off the rim, no good. And a good box out and rebound by Caldwell. Ottumwa is slowing this North offense down. If Bulldogs could get anything going offensively themselves, they'd be right in it. To the right side, Yeager. Back up top to Kraus. Kraus to the right. Gets around a defender all the way to the hoop. The layup too strong. Morgan the rebound. Gathers herself, goes back up. Draws a foul, and Nelly's going back to the line to shoot two. See who the foul is on here. That'll be the second one on Nyakan Malawal. So Malawal and Elizabeth Poot both have 2 fouls each. 5 team fouls on North. Morgan at the line 2 for 2 on the night so far. And the first one this time is good. 11-5. Substitution for the Polar Bears. Jalea Benson, a 5'6" senior, checks in, replacing Malawal. Morgan trying to make it a 5-point game, 6:38 second quarter. Second free throw. In and out, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Chudier Mock. Here comes Jenkins across the timeline, lobs it right side for Young. Young skips it left side for Mock. A long jumper on the way, it's good. It's a 2-pointer, had a foot on the line. And it's 13-5. North sets up the 2-3 zone. Kraus left side for Heinbach. Quick three on the way, off the rim, no. Rebound underneath to Yeager. Splits defenders underneath, goes up off the glass and good. Briley Yeager in amongst the trees, her second bucket, 13-7. Say into the front court left side, guarded by Heinbach. Crossover, step back three, that's way off, an air ball. Jenkins saves it, tried to bounce it off Morgan, but Morgan just grabbed it. Now Yeager up ahead to Kraus across the timeline, right side. Into the high post for Caldwell. Dribbles down the lane, goes baseline to Morgan. Morgan a baseline drive, kick it left corner, deflected out of bounds by Mock. And it'll stay with Ottumwa, 5:40 to go in the half. Maya Fuller coming in for Ottumwa, replacing Heinbach. It'll be Yeager to inbound from the far side down towards the corner. And it comes left wing to Kraus. Kraus brings it up top, back left wing to Caldwell. Hunter fakes a shot, goes back up top to Kraus, right side to Fuller. Maya penetrates, little jumper in the lane is short. Rebound, Morgan's got it inside a double team, and her pass out is stolen by Jenkins. Now Say through the midcourt circle with that big green end for North. Goes around to pick right side into the lane. Runner rolls off the rim. Jenkins on the rebound and the putback good. That's too easy. Jenkins with 8 points. North leading by 8, 15-7. Kraus back across the timeline. Goes left side for Yeager. Skip it right side to Kraus. I got her open for a three. Way too strong off the glass, and the rebound to Say. Jenkins ahead of everybody. Say didn't see her. She'll pull it up on the right wing as Jenkins goes to the corner. Actually, that's Young. She tries a three. No good. Got her on rebound. Put back high off the glass. No. Mock got the rebound on the weak side. She throws it back up wildly. No good. And the rebound to Kraus. Boy, Tasia Young is shooting a lot for this team. Up ahead to Fuller. Tried to feed it to Morgan, and the pass off target. Morgan can't handle it, and North gets it back. Now Say into the front court. Crosses over, trying to drive, kicking on the wing. Young will try another three. That one's no good. And Morgan got decked on the rebound. That'll be a foul on the Polar Bears. Let's see who it's on. They will call that one on Jalea Benson, her first, team foul number 6. Elizabeth Poot will check back in with 2 fouls, and she replaces Tasia Young, who's taken at least 5 three-pointers in this game and has missed all of them. Well, check that. No, Say hit the three-pointer. Young has not hit tonight. Ball goes right side to Fuller. Fuller into the high post for Briley Yeager. Yeager, one dribble in. Her pass deflected and stolen by Poot. Kraus slows her down to prevent the fast break. Now Poot into the front court. Drives around a defender, puts it up. A runner in the lane, good. First bucket for Elizabeth Poot, who averages over 12 a game, and North leads by 10 all of a sudden, 17-7. 3:50 to go until halftime. Now North in a 1-2-2 zone. Ball goes right wing to Fuller. In the high post to Caldwell. Up top to Yeager. Yeager drives in, cut off inside the free throw line. Gets it to Fuller, left wing to Kraus, down to the baseline. Morgan drives in, puts up a tough shot, a lot of contact, no foul. Rebound tipped out to Yeager. She got bumped, no foul, but gets it up top for Maya Fuller. High post Caldwell. She got stripped, but Fuller gets it back. Right wing, Yeager open for three. Off the back iron, no. Rebound to Mock. Poot will bring it into the front court. Pulls up top of the key. Throw it left side for Mock. She'll just throw up a quick three. No good. Rebound on the floor. And a reach-in foul on North, and that'll send Ottumwa to the line for 1-1. Olivia Corum back into the game for Ottumwa, and that foul was on Amani Jenkins, her first. So Caldwell going to the free throw line, only 36% on the season through the first 4 games. 1-1 here, 3:13 to go until halftime. Bulldogs trying to hang around against the number 14 team in Class 5A. Caldwell's free throw too strong. And the rebound pulled in by Poot. Throws it right side for Say. Say, skip it left side for Mock. Kick it over to Jenkins. A long two-pointer on the way, no good. And the rebound on the floor to Caldwell. Ottumwa doing a good job of not allowing second chance points. Left wing is Corum in the front court for Ottumwa against this 1-2-2 zone. Throw it back high on the left to Camden Kraus. Kraus high on the right side now for Yeager. Skip it left side for Corum. Down to the baseline, Morgan. Morgan, one dribble in. Tried to go back in the corner. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa. 2:41 to go until halftime. Bulldogs only down 10, 17-7. The offense has just been flustered through this whole first half, but the Ottumwa defense has been pretty good. Inbounds left wing to Kraus. Up top to Corum. Back to Kraus. Into the high post, Caldwell. Couldn't control a ball, deflected out. Corum ends up with it. Kraus hit the deck, no call, but then Say is called for a foul reaching in on Corum, and that will send Olivia to the line for a 1-1. And Nyla Say just picked up her second foul, team foul number 8. Third Polar Bear to get a second foul here in the half. Corum at the line, 1 for 2 through the first 4 games. Another 1-1 here. Got to make the first to earn the second. Free throw back iron, no good, and the rebound to Poot. Ottumwa's had chances to get closer at the line and haven't converted. Poot, a drive and a reach-in foul is called on Briley Yeager. That's only her first and only the third on Ottumwa, so that's not that big of a deal right here with 2:23 to go in the half. Now North will inbound from the far side. They throw it up top to Jenkins behind the volleyball line. Jenkins drives down the lane, a collision, and a blocking foul is called on Nellie Morgan. And they're going to say Jenkins was shooting, which I find interesting because that ball flew way over to the right corner, and I didn't see any shooting motion. I don't know how that's 2 shots. It's the first one on Nellie Morgan, team foul number 4. Jenkins at the line where she is 2 for 3 on the night. And this one is off the rim, no good. 90% coming in, but she's missed 2 in this first half. Still 17-7. One more free throw coming up for the talented sophomore, Amani Jenkins. It's up, and that one's no good, and the rebound to Caldwell. Well, that was surprising. Here comes Kraus into the front court. Skip it left side for Yeager. Riley drives in, cut off outside the lane. Kick it back to Kraus up top. Picked up her dribble, left side, back to Yeager. Couple of jab steps. Now gets it back to Kraus, who dribbles left wing down to the baseline. Morgan had to rescue it in the corner. And Nellie's called for a travel. Bulldogs seem like they're getting a little sped up offensively, trying to move the ball before that North defense swarms them and getting a little bit out of control. Poot has it, lob into the lane for Jenkins, turnaround good. Someone didn't do as good a job denying the catch inside that time, and Jenkins made him pay 19-7. Jenkins already has 10. Kraus, lob to the free throw line. Caldwell drives right down on Jenkins, shot blocked. Ball pinballs around. Jenkins saved it, and it went off the leg of Caldwell out of bounds. It goes back to North with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Ottumwa down 12. Offense only has 2 field goals and 3 free throws in nearly 2 full quarters. Poot into the lane for Jenkins, out to Mock for a three, line drive no good, long rebound to Corum. Corum racing into the front court, picks up her dribble, gets it to Kraus. Kraus high on the left side into the corner for Yeager. Riley surveys, goes back up top to Corum, left side to Yeager, down to the baseline Morgan. And that was stripped out of her hands from behind and out of bounds by Jenkins. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Morgan's getting frustrated down underneath, just dealing with the taller Jenkins at every turn. Yeager inbounding from the corner. Gets it to Morgan in the corner, out high on the left side to Kraus with under a minute to go. Back to Yeager for a corner three. Off the rim, no, and the rebound pulled down by Jalea Benson. Now into the front court is Poot, top of the key, 48 seconds to go in the half. Mock right side, back to Poot. Poot trying to drive on Yeager, cut off, hands off to Jenkins. Jenkins curls down the lane, put up a runner, no good. Benson the rebound, kick it out to Say, 35 to go in the half. Underneath to Jenkins, kind of bowls her way in, missed the layup, rebound. The buzzer sounded, they're still sounding the buzzer. Corum was racing into the front court, and I don't know why they're stopping play here. Oh, I see. There's a cover there in the gym floor for a post, maybe for a volleyball net or something, and that had come open. And so the scorers table had seen it, and they were trying to stop play for safety reasons, and that's being explained to Coach Vandenberg now. And now the teams are being called over to their benches. Has somebody called a timeout here? So they say they're fixing something, and now I don't see anything they're fixing. Both teams are over at their benches. The officials are discussing something here. I'm not sure what they're working on. Tell you what, let's take a quick 30-second timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We're late in the first half of our girls game tonight here in Des Moines. Ottumwa trailing Des Moines North 19-7. And I'm still not 100% sure what they're working on here, although. Okay, so initially what I saw was on the end of the court to the left, one of those tabs. Again, there's places in the court where you can stick poles for maybe volleyball nets or something, and they're covered by little metal lids. And one of those lids on the left side of the court popped loose. They've gotten somebody with the North Athletic staff, and it looks like they're taping down the lids now on both sides of the court just to be sure. So that's what the delay is. Although if they're doing that, there's actually two lids on the lane on the side of the court to my right. They should probably tape that one down as well. I thought maybe they were going to adjust the clock or something, but they're going to leave it at 28.1. Shot clock is off, so Ottumwa can hold for one here if they so choose. So here we go. Kraus into the front court. North sets up in a 1-2-2. Ball goes right side for Corum. Back up top for Yeager. Checks the clock. Gets it to Kraus with 13. Kraus high on the right side to Fuller with 10. Fuller back up top. Left side for Kraus. Dribbles down baseline, pull-up jumper over Jenkins. Off the rim, no good. Caldwell fighting for the rebound. Gets a held ball with 3.1 seconds to go. The arrow will give it to North, but that should mean Ottumwa will get the ball to start the second half. So the held ball, not the worst thing in the world. Inbound to Say, 2 seconds, 1 second. Got the 30-foot shot off of the buzzer, no good. So we're going to halftime. Low-scoring game. Ottumwa's playing well defensively. The offense needing to catch up. They trailed the number 14 Polar Bears 19-7. 3 minutes and we're back with your halftime stats on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldog girls trailing number 14 Des Moines North 19-7. A defensive first half on both ends, and Ottumwa really playing well defensively, forcing North to shoot a low percentage, not giving up many second chance opportunities. The Ottumwa offense, though, struggling as they have the last couple of years against this very tall and talented North team. So Ottumwa's got to make some halftime adjustments, but they're not out of it against a top 15 team. Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. For the Bulldogs, of course, not much in the scoring column. Briley Yeager leads OHS with 4 points. Nellie Morgan has 3. For Des Moines North, their star Amani Jenkins is getting hers. She's got 10 points, but the Bulldogs not letting her get a lot of help. 3 points for Nyla Say, 2 points for Chudier Mock, 2 points for Nyakan Malawal, and 2 points for Elizabeth Poot. And that is it for Des Moines North. Free throw shooting, both teams struggling a little bit. Ottumwa just 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Make a few more of those, and this game is a lot more interesting right now. North just 2 of 5 from the free throw line, and that's all Amani Jenkins, who had come into the game at 90% from the line, but she has struggled in this game. So 19-7 is the halftime score. Foul trouble to speak of. Hunter Caldwell has 2 for Ottumwa. Nobody else has more than 1. For North, a bit of a different story. 3 of their starters have 2 fouls. Elizabeth Poot, Nyakon Malawal, and Nyla Say, and that may have contributed at least a bit to their scoring issues. Poot averages 12 points a game. She only has 2. Say averages 7 points a game. She only has 3. And Malawal is, well, she only averages 4.5 a game. She has 1 bucket. She has 2 points. So a lot of these secondary scores for North being held in check. And Amani Jenkins, Ottumwa has not let her completely dominate. It's only when she's been able to get the ball inside and post up with that 6-1 frame has she been effective. Ottumwa's, when they've done well defensively in possessions, they've denied her the ball, face guarded her, not let her get the ball inside. They played similar defense to what Ottumwa did against Mount Pleasant's Andrea Lopriato, face guarding the best player and kind of zoning up the other players on the floor. And on the defensive end, you'd have to say it's worked for Ottumwa. North on pace for less than 40 points tonight. I think if you'd ask Coach Vandenberg if his team had given up 19 points in the first half, he'd probably take it. But again, the offense was a concern coming in. How do you deal with the length of North? It's hard to get shots inside against Jenkins. It's hard to get shots on the perimeter because they put some of the tall girls up high in their zone. And predictably, Ottumwa has had issues tonight. They've got to find a way to move the ball better without getting ahead of themselves. There were times Ottumwa had turnovers in that first half when they tried to do things too quickly. So you've got to be quick but not in a hurry, if that makes sense. Move the ball side to side, try to get somebody open, and find a way to get some better looks in the second half. Again, Ottumwa trailing at the half by a score of 19-7. Bulldog basketball this season brought to you by Bridge City Realty. Whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. By Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. And by William Penn University, their Iowa Pride Scholarship is geared towards high school seniors. Learn how you can pay $7,000 or less per year. Visit wmpenn.edu/Iowa Pride to find out more. Bulldogs down 12.5 at the girls' game. We will take 3 minutes and come back to get you ready for the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Hi, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. We specialize in geriatrics, internal medicine, family practice, and we see patients of all ages. We have an entire pediatrics team ready to serve you year-round. We also have quick care walk-in available Monday through Friday from 7 to 5. From babies to grandparents and everything in between, we are here for you at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Although it may be a couple more minutes, actually. If you're watching on the live video stream, Ottumwa basketball here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. If you're watching on the live video stream, you'll see something that we saw at some of our trips to the Des Moines schools last year. Halftime game between teams sponsored by Unified Sports. Obviously, these are some special needs kids getting a chance to play some basketball here at halftime. It's great fun. Last year when we went to Hoover, I had a great moment at the end of this game when both the Hoover and Ottumwa teams coming back on the court formed a tunnel for the Unified Sports side, both teams to come through a tunnel and be cheered off the court that way. And there's a nice shot by a young man there. And he's pretty he's pumped about that. That was a free throw line shot. That was a good shot. So they're just wrapping up this Unified Sports game. It looks like time's about to run out on it. And so normally at this time we'd be about ready to start the second half, but they still have to give Ottumwa and Des Moines North a chance to warm up here. And you first have to cheer the Unified Sports teams off the court. And as we see down below us, you can see it on the video stream. The Ottumwa girls team coming back out on the court, only down 12 to number 14 North, 19-7 our score at halftime. And they've put 3 more minutes on the clock for the teams to warm up. So tell you what, let's take a 2-minute timeout and we will come back and get you the second half. So 2 minutes and we're back with the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
just about ready to start the second half of Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldog girls trailing number 14 Des Moines North 19-7. Don't know how many of you have been watching the World Cup. Exciting action earlier today. 2 games that went to penalty shootouts. Croatia stunning Brazil, and then Argentina outlasting the Netherlands. I mentioned that because I see a young man across the way wearing a Brazil jersey, and he must have been disappointed earlier today as they crashed out of the World Cup. Ottumwa ball to start the second half. Yeager, Kraus, Heinbaugh, Caldwell, and Morgan on the floor. Inbounds comes into the right corner for Kraus. Dribble in, picked it up, bounces it behind her to Yeager. Bulldog spacing not good. Down to the corner, Caldwell trying to drive on Amani Jenkins. Double teamed in the post, got the shot up anyway and got it to go. Hunter Caldwell over the Twin Towers inside, gets her first bucket. 19-9. Say, lob it left side for Malawal. Back up top to Nyla Say. Long three-pointer top of the key, short off the rim. Rebound ricochets out to Caldwell. Hit some shots, make North be one and done on the other end. You can climb your way back into this game. Down 10 right now. Kraus, left side to Yeager. North in a man-to-man at the moment. Yeager dribbles up top, hands off to Kraus, top of the key. Gets around Say in the lane, kicks it right baseline. Caldwell the jumper, good. Hunter Caldwell back-to-back buckets to start the second half. Dogs back within 8, 19-11. Nyla Say, Elizabeth Poot, Nyakon Malawal, Amani Jenkins, Tasia Young, 5 starters on the floor for North. Say left side of the lane, goes in the corner for Young. Young, a lob tipped away from Jenkins, and Kraus got her hand out initially. Caldwell got the loose ball. Now Kraus, long pass up ahead to Heinbaugh. Shot blocked by Poot underneath, though, and now Poot back the other way. Pass up ahead to Jenkins. Crosses over in the lane, layup good. Jenkins has 12, and North back up by 10, 21-11. Kraus into the front court, left side for Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh hands off to Yeager. Yeager dribbles right side of the lane, knocked loose, but Heinbaugh picks it up. She penetrates, puts up a runner, no good. Tried to save it, but could not. It was already out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Polar Bears. 6:24 third quarter, Dogs down 10. Ottumwa's not hit a 3 yet in this game. When they do, it'll be brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Nyla Say between the circles, goes left side, keeps the dribble. Now wanted to throw it inside, wasn't there. Goes up top to Poot and said she'll try a long 3 and drained it. Elizabeth Poot, 31% from 3, knocks that one down. She's got 5, and North leads 24-11. Suddenly they have their biggest lead at 13. Left side it goes to Yeager for Ottumwa. Throw it back high on the right side to Kraus. Back to Heinbaugh. Attacks the rim all the way into left-handed good. Blew right by Tasia Young. Riley Heinbaugh has her first bucket. Ottumwa's almost doubled its score from the first half, 24-13. Now Say over to the left side. Up top for Poot. Poot dribbles left, back to Say on the wing. She'll try a 3. Off the rim, no, and the rebound is out of bounds, and they say it's off Caldwell. Amani Jenkins knocked, or maybe off Yeager, either one, but and the ref definitively does this with his hand, but Amani Jenkins was in front of Yeager. It was off of Jenkins. I don't know how you can see that any other way. Say trying to get it in, throws it up top for Poot. Back underneath, Jenkins in a double team, but too close to the rim with the catch, easily lays it in. Sometimes Amani Jenkins is very skilled, don't get me wrong, but sometimes her best asset is she's 6'1", and there aren't many players that tall playing against her. Corum on the left side. Bounce it back to Yeager left wing. Riley drives in, cut off, kick it back out to Corum. Now Corum curls in, kick it back out to Caldwell. Around a pick, down to the baseline, underneath the hoop, reverse layup blocked by Jenkins. She's got the loose ball. Into the front court. Attacking down the lane. Off the back iron, no, got her on rebound, put back good. Jenkins taking over this game. She's got 6 quick points in the quarter, 16 in the game. North leading 28-13. Kraus hounded by Say. Knocked out of her hands and out of bounds into the Ottumwa bench. Yeager will inbound right next to assistant coach Kyle Kramer. And Riley gets it in up top to Corum. Guarded by Tasia Young. Young got away with a hand check there. Hand off to Caldwell, right wing. Up top to Yeager. Yeager backs away on a dribble. Now wants to attack around a Morgan pick. Left side kick in the wing. Corum for three. Back iron, no. And high off the glass, it goes to Poot. Here come the Polar Bears looking to extend a 15-point lead. Say left side, pull up elbow jumper, got it. Say's got 5 points. North heating up offensively. Timeout Ottumwa down 30-13. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. And by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. Andy and I ate there after the City of Bridges Classic on Saturday, and it was very, very good. Ottumwa inbounding. Ooh. A move by Kraus made Poot hit the floor. Inbound to Kraus, back to Yeager across the timeline. Riley backs away, picked up a dribble. Gets it to Corum. Corum on the right wing. Try to set a back pick for Morgan, not there. Now Corum drives baseline and lost it out of bounds. 3:47 to go in the third. Ottumwa, 3 quick buckets to start this quarter, but North has gone on a run. Outscoring Ottumwa 11-6 so far, a little more than halfway through the stanza. Up top, Tasia Young. To the right side for Say, lob underneath, and Yeager able to knock that pass out of bounds away from Jenkins. Ottumwa really trying to deny Jenkins in the paint because every time she catches it inside the paint, she scores. Maya Fuller will check in for OHS, replacing Nellie Morgan. Say will throw the inbounds pass as Ottumwa tries to get set defensively here. They'd really like to keep this inbounds pass out of the lane. And it's forced up top into the hands of Malual. Now hand off to Poot, drives left side all the way to the rim, missed the layup. Boy, Jenkins went over the back of Ottumwa to grab that rebound, and then they called the foul on Ottumwa on the putback. I don't know how she didn't commit a foul getting the rebound, climbing the back of Yeager. But they call the foul on Briley. It's her second, team foul number 1 of the half. Jenkins at the line, and the first one is good. She's now 3 of 6 from the line in the game, 17 points. So she's basically hit her average. Second free throw also good. 32-13, and this one's starting to get away from Ottumwa. They'd cut it down to 8 as Say knocks the inbounds pass out of bounds. Ottumwa getting a little sloppy there. This is what North does to teams. They frustrate you, and eventually you start making mistakes that they can exploit. And Say nearly stole that inbounds pass. Ottumwa's got to do something more than just try to throw the ball to whoever Say is standing next to. Now Fuller comes to the ball, gets the inbounds pass, gives it to Kraus. Back to Yeager. Dogs trying to break the press. Back to Kraus. Got around Say. Across the timeline to Corum, left wing to Fuller, and she thought about a pass, changed her mind, and traveled before she dribbled. Well, Ottumwa finally broke the press and then turned it over. 3:11 to go in the third. Ottumwa down 32-13. Left side for Poot. A long three on the way high in the air, off the back iron. That hit the wire up there. They didn't see it. That should be out of bounds. Instead, the rebound to Jenkins, a jumper by Say from the free throw line, no good. Rebound to Caldwell. Refs missed that one. That ball ricocheted off the rim and hit the guide wire. That should have been out of bounds. Yeager driving the other side, and she's called for a travel. I don't know how that wasn't a bump. I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's a guide wire on that basket structure, and that rebound hit the wire. In fact, it's still moving a little bit, but they missed it. Didn't end up mattering. Ottumwa got the rebound on the second shot. Left side to Jenkins for North, up top to Young, right side for Say. Skip pass left side for Malawal, has to come get it. Back up top, and Kraus with a steal. She's got it. Young trying to catch up. Kraus all the way down, layup good. Camden Kraus is on the scoreboard. Her first bucket, 32-15. That breaks a long scoring run for North. Say into the front court, 2:19 to go in the half. Skip it left side for Malawal. Throws it behind the intended target. It's rescued by Young at midcourt. She missed Poot. Now Say with a hesitation dribble into the lane, runner no good. Jenkins, the rebound, tried to save it to Say, but the loose ball deflects to Briley Yeager. Now Say knocks it out of her hand, steals it, dives on the floor, rolls it ahead to Jenkins, who lays it in. Nyla Say has turned up the defensive pressure in the second half, and Ottumwa is having trouble matching it. Ball goes to Yeager across the timeline right side. Splits defenders down the middle, lost the dribble on the floor. Caldwell tried to get it back, but Malawal got it over to Jenkins. Jenkins into the front court between the circles. Hands off to Poot at the volleyball line. They go left side for Young. She tries another three and air ball, and the rebound is out of bounds off of Yeager. Nellie Morgan coming back in for Ottumwa, replacing Hunter Caldwell. Minute 27 to go in the quarter. Ottumwa down 34-15. Nyla Say to throw the inbounds pass. Goes to and a whistle before the inbounds pass. No shot. And we have a hold in the lane called on Ottumwa here. Yeager with her third, team foul number 2. That's not the worst foul in the world because Malawal had gotten open on the right block for an easy layup. Say trying to get this pass in, goes in the corner for Young. Skip it right side for Malawal, down to the baseline. A long two-pointer for Say, good. Nyla Say has 7. She's reached her average. 36-15, and now Say with a steal in the backcourt, but her shot in the lane no good. Kraus with that rebound. North still pressing even off that miss. And Kraus nearly trapped in the backcourt, but got it across the timeline to Yeager, and then Yeager's fouled by Say. Third foul on Nyla Say, first of the half on North. They only called 3 fouls in this third quarter, and there's a minute 14 to go. So I've done my math right. North went on a 9-0 run after they had a 10-point lead. Ottumwa broke that with the bucket by Kraus. But now 4 more in a row for North. They lead 36-15. Heinbaugh is back in the game. She has it right side, brings it up top on the dribble. Hands it behind her to Kraus. Kraus over to the right, a handoff to Yeager. Yeager up top for Corum, left wing to Heinbaugh. She penetrates in the lane, high off the glass and good over Jenkins. Riley Heinbaugh unafraid to go in the lane. She's got 4, 36-17. Ottumwa's got more points in this quarter than they had in the entire first half, but the North offense has gotten hot as well. Poot on the right wing, guarded by Heinbaugh. Up top to Say. Left side for Young. Back to Say. 30 seconds to go in the half. Now 17 on the shot clock. Say, right wing to Young. Back up top to Say. She'll try a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Kraus. Ottumwa can run or they can hold for 1. Kraus up ahead. Heinbaugh's behind everybody, but she traveled trying to gather it. Layup was good, but she shuffled the feet. Can't argue that call. 13.8 seconds to go in the half. Ottumwa still down 36-17. Say calling out the play as she goes through the midcourt circle. Down to 8 seconds. Over to the right wing. Up top for Poodle. High arcing 3 on the way. No good. Kraus with the rebound. 2 seconds. And that'll end the quarter. Dogs down 36-17. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Don't battle yourself. You gotta get up and own it. You're bruising your blessing by losing and wishing that you had a different opponent.
Start of the fourth quarter in our girls' game tonight. Ottumwa trailing number 14 Des Moines North 36-17. Yeager, Heinbaugh, Kraus, Corum, and Morgan 5 on the floor for OHS. Judy Mock throws it to Elizabeth Poot. Poot drives a lane, had it tipped away, got it back, gets it left side to Nyla Say. Say crosses over left side, drives in, cut off by Corum, backs it out to the corner. Shadowed by Heinbaugh, up top to Benson. Right side to Mock, long two-pointer on the way, no good. And Corum with a weak side rebound. Olivia into the front court, throw it left side for Kraus. Camden up top to Yeager. Yeager down the center lane, cut off the free throw line, kick it right wing to Corum. Up top to Camden again. Kraus a shot fake and a drive in the lane. Little runner off the rim, no. Rebound tapped down, and it's, nope, not quite. Kraus nearly saved it, but it's out of bounds back to the Polar Bears. 7:16 to go. Ottumwa's battled, but some untimely turnovers against the press in that third quarter and gave up a few more second chances than they had in the first half. Allowed North to get that offense going. Now a three off the dribble for Say is no good, and the rebound to Kraus. Here come the Dogs. See if Ottumwa can cut this 19-point lead down somewhat in the first part of the fourth quarter. Yeager down the lane, took a hard bump from Benson. Foul on the floor before the shot. Jayleah Benson gets her second, team foul number 2 of the half. Each team with only 2 fouls here in this second half. Yeager will inbound from the baseline. And before the ball can be inbounded, Benson is called for a foul trying to guard Nellie Morgan. So Jayleah Benson gets 2 fouls in the span of a few seconds. 6:57 to go here. Third on Benson, third in the half on North. Inbound to Kraus, up top to Morgan, left side to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh goes right side for Yeager. Yeager into the lane, lost it, got it back. Now attacks the right side, spins, up and under. Got to get a shot off here. Nope, that's going to be 3 seconds. The count did reset because Briley lost the ball and then got it back, but she still stayed in the lane too long. Almost a minute and a half gone here in the fourth quarter. Neither team has scored in the frame. Still 36-17 Polar Bears. Say into the high post for Benson. To the left corner for Mock. Back to the wing, Say. Down to the block for Benson. Turn around off the glass and good. Jayleah Benson has her first bucket of the season, and it's 38-17 Polar Bears. Kraus into the front court. Dribbles to the right side, hands off to Corum. North in a man-to-man. Corum lobs it down low for Morgan. Up and under, shot blocked. Morgan gets it back and is fouled on the kick out with 6:03 to go. And that foul is on Chudier Mock, her first. Team foul number 4. Hunter Caldwell in for Ottumwa, replacing Nellie Morgan. North not playing with Imani Jenkins on the floor right now. Inbounds was stolen by Benson, but she stepped out of bounds. Tried to go underneath on the inbounds pass to Corum on the left block. Now Yeager trying to get it in, goes left corner for Corum. To the wing, Heinbaugh. Right side, Caldwell. Gets it to Kraus. Kraus on the wing, up top to Yeager. Yeager trying to drive down the lane, nearly lost it. Picked it up on the elbow, gets it up top to Corum. Corum left wing for Heinbaugh. Caldwell trying to post up down low, but it's so hard to get it through the length of Ottumwa. Now Corum gets it down to Caldwell, off the glass, got it to go. Hunter Caldwell doing some work inside in the second half. She has 6 points, 38-19. Dogs still down 19. Ball goes left side for Mock. A baseline drive, a spin move, and they're going to call that a travel. The spin was fine, but bringing the second foot down after the spin is what caused the turnover. 5:25 to go. Kraus into the front court. Takes it right side down the lane and lost it out of bounds. Just couldn't control the dribble that time. Amani Jenkins might be done for the night. She's not playing here in the fourth quarter. Now North is going a little deeper in its bench. Get our first look at Savannah Kual, a 5'7" freshman. She replaces Nyakan Malawal. Nyla Say, the point guard, still in the game. She's in the front court behind the volleyball line. Over to the left side, pressured by Heinbaugh. Crosses over again, over to the right side. Cut off by Caldwell. Her lob in the lane, stolen by Yeager. Bulldogs force the turnover. Long pass up ahead, over the head of Heinbaugh, saves it, and Benson gets it just in front of a diving Yeager, and then Caldwell, trying to get it back, will be called for a foul. And for Hunter, that's her third, so both Caldwell and Yeager have 3 fouls. 4:49 to go. That's only the third team foul on Ottumwa. Inbound to Puda, wasn't looking for it. She has to rescue it. Double teamed in the backcourt, but gets it across the timeline to Say. Right wing to Benson. Benson wanted to drive baseline. Caldwell cut her off. Swing it out to Poot. Now hand off to Say right wing. Back to Poot. Long three-pointer on the way, and she got it. Elizabeth Poot has 8 points, 41-19. .425 to go. Kraus across the timeline. Around to pick. Down the lane right side. Kicks it out to Corum, a right wing three. In and out, no good. Caldwell the rebound. Boy, she got hit on the rebound, no call. And then the ref said the shot was blocked, but there was a foul on the rebound. That wasn't the ball getting hit. Now it goes right wing, and a three is badly off out of the hand of Kual, and the rebound to Yeager. Under 4 to go. Yeager down the lane, kick to the corner. Heinbaugh, baseline drive, kick it out to Corum. Corum across the lane to Caldwell, right block, backing down, and she goes up and draws a foul on Mock. Hunter Caldwell will go to the line and shoot 2. Second foul on Chudier Mock. Give Ottumwa credit, they've been more aggressive offensively in the second half, especially Caldwell. Going to the line where she's 0 for 1 on the night. Hunter's first one here is too strong, no good. Maya Fuller and Cameron Pauls will check in for Ottumwa. Tasia Young is back in for North at the 3:47 mark of the fourth quarter. Don't forget our boys game to follow. 1-1 Ottumwa, 0-3 North in the boys matchup. Second free throw for Caldwell is good. She has 7 points. That leads Ottumwa tonight. 41-20 the score. Benson goes up top for Poot. Poot over to the left side for Mock, into the corner for Young. Young, a baseline drive, a pull-up jumper, too strong, and the weak side rebound to Cameron Pauls. Pauls into the front court left side. Fuller was behind everybody, but Cameron didn't see her. Drives down, kicks it to the corner. Yeager a three, back iron no. Pauls skies for the rebound, and she's fouled as the ball gets knocked away, but a foul on North. 3:19 to go. Jaylia Benson just got her 4th foul. 3 of those fouls have come here in the fourth quarter. Team foul number 6, so Ottumwa inbounding with 3:19 to go. In the corner for Caldwell, to the wing Pauls, up top Fuller. Right side for Kraus. Underneath for a wide open Yeager, and the layup good. They came out to contest the 3 by Kraus, and she just fired it underneath to Briley. She's got 6. Kraus the assist, 41-22. Left side in the backcourt is Poot. Lob it right side to Young. Still in the backcourt. Now she steps across the timeline, just in time, and now the pass deflected into the backcourt. Poot rescues it, brings it back across left side, and lost the dribble, and it ends up in the hands of Caldwell. Bulldogs want to run. Kraus right side, feeds it under to Fuller, lay it up, left it short, and the rebound pulled down by Kual. Up ahead to Young, racing up the right side, now to the center of the court across the timeline. Pulls up at the volleyball line, 2:33 to go. Left side it goes to Poot. She'll try another high arcing three. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound to Benson. on the block, kicks it out through the hands of Mock and out of bounds, back to Ottumwa, 2:22 to go. Dogs trying to make the score a little more respectable at the very least. Certainly no quit in Ottumwa tonight, even though the game, and especially that third quarter, hasn't gone their way. Camden Krause around a Caldwell pick, left side of the lane, kick to the corner. Paul's a shot fake, baseline drive, and a reach-in foul called on North. That'll be team foul number 7. That'll send Cameron Pauls to the line for a 1-and-1. That foul is on Savannah Kual, the freshman, her first. Cameron Pauls at the line, 33% from the charity stripe of the young season. A 1-and-1 here for the sophomore. Puts it up, knocks it down, her first point of the night, and she'll earn the bonus, 41-23. .2:11 to go. Even with the shot clock, time against Ottumwa here. Second free throw good. Cameron got them both. That's good to see. 41-24. Ottumwa with a little bit of pressure. Right side is Young in the backcourt. Picked up her dribble. Pivots. Gets it to Mock. Mock dribbles left side. Just got across the timeline. Gets it to Poot. To the baseline, Benson. She'll try a three. Skimmed off the rim, but a weak side rebound by Young. Young out to the wing for Poot. Poot backs away to the volleyball line. Fuller with the pressure. Poot over to the right side, goes behind the back on the dribble, gets it to Kual left side, to the wing Mock. Mock surveys. Down to the corner for Kual. Back up top for Young. Young will go left side to Mock. 15 on the shot clock. About a minute and a half to go in the game. Skip it right side for Kual. Bulldogs in a zone here. Back to Kual right side. 5 on the shot clock. Poot will drive in. Feeds it underneath to Benson. Nice pass and the layup good. Jalea Benson has 4, 43-24. Krause across the timeline with 1:13 to go. Around a Caldwell pick. Pulls up at the elbow, feeds it to Caldwell in the pick and roll. Shot no good. Contested well by Mock, and the rebound pulled down by North. Here comes Young into the front court. 1 minute to go. Young backs it out, throws it left side for Poot. To the wing for Kual. Back up top to Poot behind the volleyball line. Right side now to Young. Young under pressure from Camden Krause here. Lobs it back up top for Poot. North just trying to bleed the clock now. 10 on the shot clock, and the pass deflected. Kual saves it with 8 on the shot clock on the far side. Back near midcourt with 5 is Poot. I don't think she sees it. Now she'll try basically a half-court three. It's an air ball and out of bounds. 29.7 to go. And Krause back the other way for Ottumwa. Camden between the circles. Left side for Fuller. Fuller drives the lane, goes up and draws the foul. Maya Fuller surprising North there with her drive. She'll shoot 2. See who they get the foul on here. They're going to call it on Elizabeth Poot, her third. Benson was in the area. If it had been Benson, she would have fouled out. But it's Maya Fuller at the line. 50% on the young season. First one tonight gets the roll. Fuller has her first point. 43-25. One more for the sophomore. Puts it up and knocks them both down. Ottumwa better from the line here in the fourth quarter. 43-26, Bulldogs a little bit of pressure, but all North has to do is get it across the timeline. And they can dribble it out. They get it to Poot left side, to the wing Benson. Back to Poot, right side to Young, to the wing Kual. Back to Young with 4 seconds. Back to Poot. She's going to shoot a 3 from the volleyball line and miss it as time expires. Final score, North 43 and Ottumwa 26. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the post-game totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new bowler entertainment system.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Final in our girls game here on the road tonight. Ottumwa falls to number 14, Des Moines North, 43-26. The post-game totals: Ottumwa led tonight by Hunter Caldwell, who had 7 points, all in the second half. Briley Yeager had 6 for Ottumwa. Riley Heinbaugh had 4. Nellie Morgan with 3. Cameron Pauls had 2. Camden Krause had 2. And Maya Fuller had 2. For Des Moines North, they were led by Amani Jenkins, who had a game-high 20 points. Ottumwa largely kept her teammates in check. Elizabeth Poot had 8. Nyla Say had 7. 4 for Jalea Benson, 2 for Trudy Ermach, and 2 points for Nyakan Motherwell. Free throws in the game: Ottumwa was 8 of 14. They were 5 of 6 in the second half. That's an encouraging sign going forward. North was 4 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. All of their free throws were attempted by Jenkins. So Ottumwa drops to 3-2. They're now 1-1 in the Iowa Alliance Conference. North improves to 4-1, and they are 2-0 in the Alliance South Division. And by the way, for those of you who are aware of and use the Go Bound Iowa website, we used to be Varsity Bound, and before that Quick Stats, we're thinking that the conference records should reflect games in your division, like Ottumwa and the Des Moines schools are in the Iowa Alliance South. However, all the Des Moines schools played crossover games with North Division teams on Tuesday when Ottumwa was off, and the Des Moines schools are all counting those games in their conference record. So if we do it that way, North is now 3-0 in Alliance games, with their 2-0 in games in the division. Ottumwa hasn't played a North team yet, so they're 1-1 either way. I guess we'll keep tabs both ways until we figure out what actually counts for conference standings. And you would think that it'd just be the South games, because we play the other South teams twice, and unlike some other teams, we don't play Fort Dodge at all this year, so the standings wouldn't be balanced if you counted games from both divisions. But we'll see how it goes. At any rate, as far as I'm concerned, Ottumwa's 1-1 in conference play, with another tough one coming up next Friday night on the road at Des Moines Roosevelt. All right, we'll take a 3-minute. Now, you know what, Annie and Carmen, let's make it a 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout right now. If Coach Vandenberg is up here by then, we'll talk to him about how tonight's game went. If not, we'll start breaking down the boys' matchup between Ottumwa and North. Either way, our Between Games show continues after 2 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.